Today, we typically think of a single nation as being ruled by a single sovereign government that depends on no other government for its political authority or power. This does not mean, however, that every nation has only one government. In the early 21st century, most countries have a system of government in which there is more than one government. This owes largely to the large size of many countries, both geographically and demographically. That is, modern countries govern lots of territory and lots of people. Consequently, in most modern countries, there's a need for a central government authority and regional or localized governments. The power relationship between the central government on the one hand and the regional governments on the other hand allows us a basis upon which we can distinguish three distinct systems of government: unitary, confederal, and federal. In unitary systems of government, there are typically regional or local governments, but ultimate sovereign authority rests with a central government. The central government may delegate some authority to regional governments, but this authority principally involves administrative functions. That is, the regional or local governments act as administrative subunits of the central government. Whatever authority the regional governments exercise is delegated by the central government, so the central government can presumably take the authority away. There are many countries in the world today that have unitary systems of government. Examples include the United Kingdom, which consists of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland; Japan, which has 47 subnational prefectures; and Saudi Arabia, which consists of 13 regions under the direct authority of the monarchy. Confederacies, in a sense, are the opposite of unitary systems. Power is concentrated in the regional governments. Confederacies operate as voluntary associations of independent sovereign states. Whereas in unitary systems, authority may be delegated by the central government to regional subdivisions, in confederacies, power may be delegated from the regional governments to a central government. Examples of confederacies in the world today are difficult to come by, perhaps because historically confederal arrangements have proven to be largely unsuccessful. Lack of cooperation among regional governments have spelled doom for confederacies. After its Declaration of Independence in 1776, the United States operated as a confederacy under the Articles of Confederation until 1789, when the Constitution went into effect. The Americans learned relatively quickly that the survival of the United States would require greater unity of purpose. Examples of confederacies today include the Commonwealth of Independent States, which emerged from the collapse of the Soviet Union in the early 1990s, and the United Nations, which was chartered in 1945. In the United Nations, the member nations retain full sovereignty, and the central authority of the UN is extremely limited, which is probably why the United Nations is widely perceived as ineffectual. In federal systems, governing authority is constitutionally divided between the central government on the one hand and regional governments on the other hand. Authority is derived from the sovereign power, which in a democratic republic is the people. There are many federal systems in the world today. Examples include India, Nigeria, Germany, Brazil, Canada, Mexico, and the United States. In each of these countries, both the central government and the regional governments derive power from the people and exercise power directly over them. In the United States, we call the central government the national government, and we call the regional governments the states. In Canada, the regional governments are called provinces. So, where in the United States we have Texas, New Hampshire, Oregon, and Missouri, in Canada they have Quebec, Manitoba, British Columbia, and Newfoundland. Los Estados Unidos de Mexico is the United States of Mexico, where their states include Jalisco, Tamaulipas, Sonora, and Guerrero.